As you can see from my last video, I blew up my 100k prop firm account. I just revenge traded a lot, I disregarded all my rules, and now I have to start from zero. It's really frustrating that I completely disregarded my rules and I don't want this to happen ever again. So this is why today I'm gonna build a framework to avoid exactly this. The first thing I gotta change is my account size. My previous account was a 100k evaluation. And as you can see here, if you compare the 50k evaluation with the 100k evaluation, there's a difference in percentage for the maximum loss limit. In the 50,000 account, you can lose up to 4% of the account, $2,000. And the 100k evaluation, you can only lose 3%. Because I'm still not a profitable trader, I should focus on an account that lets me have as much room as possible. Most traders, including me, already know what we should do. We have fixed rules, yet we still break them. We know we should risk around 0.25% maximum per trade. We know we should shut down after losing trades. We know also that we shouldn't move for stop losses. But when we are trading, emotions kick in and suddenly we're doing the exact thing we swore we wouldn't do. That gap between knowing the right thing and actually doing it, there is an ancient Greek word for it, akrasia. It's the state of acting against your better judgment, basically loss of control. James Clear, the guy who wrote Atomic Habits, has a great blog post on this called The Akrasia Effect. If you want to check James Clear's article, I have the link in my description. He explains how even geniuses like Victor Hugo battled it. Hugo, for example, locked away his clothes so he couldn't leave the house until he finished writing. Clear's big takeaway was you can't just rely on more willpower or motivation, but you have to use commitment devices. Basically, a choice you make right now that control or limit your future actions. They make you have more friction between the bad decisions, or it makes you lose frictions for the good ones. For me, after Friday's blow up, I realized that my own rules were just like words that didn't have any significance. I could just ignore them. That's why for me, this commitment device is actually this YouTube channel. It holds me accountable and it also forces me to be transparent because from now on I'm gonna show everything. I'm gonna show my order positions, my entries, and how I executed my trade, what was my thought process behind of it. It makes me think twice before clicking buy on a questionable setup. Okay, should I really enter this trade later? I have to explain it on my channel, and it's like people will notice, okay, yeah, he hasn't been really on touch on his rules. It makes me also more accountable. It's not gonna be like me having to be accountable for myself. It will also show on video, which will stay forever. Okay, he broke his rules, and that will make me be more aware or more cautious. So this is basically my handcuffs against akrasia. If the temptation hits to go rogue, knowing the trade will be dissected, there is a friction to stop myself. And I mean, it's already working a bit because the idea of uploading a reckless trade feels worse than missing a potential winner. At last, you also need some proper rules, especially risk management. So for risk per trade, what I am choosing is when I'm at a drawdown from the initial 50k balance, I only trade with 0.25% risk of the account balance. So that would be like I can only lose a maximum of $125. And if I'm above the 50k initial start, I would trade with a $250 risk. So the 0.5. For some people, it might look as a very low risk per trade, but if you have an edge and your win rate is about 50 something percent, it's always better to have more room for your edge to play out in the long run than to just have a 1 or 2% risk per trade that if you lose twice, you already blow your account. It's also very important to know when to stop trading. For me, I changed it. Previously, I only did like 1 trade per day. The issue is, if I'm doing good, the price action normally is also doing good, and then I could milk it out a bit longer. But if I still lose 1 trade, there's no more trading for that day. So that stays the same. And always, the second trade of the day is always half of the risk. Let's say I'm at drawdown, so I only can use 0.25% of risk for the first trade. And for the second one, I have to use 0.125%. Because that means I already won some money. And if I lose the second trade, I am still ending up the day profitable. Then if you notice here, if I lose 3 days in a week, I completely stop trading. Sometimes it's the best just to cut losses and come back next week. Psychology is also important. I never actually did that. Like, okay, reflect on whether you are mentally stable for trading at the moment. But if I'm already on the computer and I want to trade, even though I'm frustrated about personal life, I am not thinking about if I'm mentally stable for that day to trade. I just want to get a rush. But now, because I have this commitment device, the YouTube channel, it will be harder for me to just trade some stupid setup, because I'll have to show it to you guys, to an audience, and this is also very important. If you have seen my last video, I showed my old version to the rules. It's basically the same, but I did some small changes. I had here some small punishments for rules. Like if I break a rule, I have to do 50 push-ups. Or if I break 3 rules in a week, I have to donate 10 euros. And the issue with that is that it gives me like a currency to pay for rules. I'm gonna explain it a bit better. So imagine this, you break a rule and your fine is 50 euros or 50 push-ups. 50 push-ups might sound, oh, it's okay, I don't want to do 50 push-ups. But then at the end, if you do it, it's like something good for yourself, and at the end you don't feel bad. But I have to train my brain to say, okay, you cannot allow your rules to be broken. You have to actually stick to them if you want to become profitable, if you want to make money of it. You don't have any right to choose. You cannot break your rules. And that's something I have to brand in your brain so that it sticks there and that you are actually not doing some stupid shit while trading. So yeah, that's my little framework. I think for March I'm not gonna trade at all. I'm not actually prop firm trading or whatever. I'm gonna do back testing. I'm just gonna still maybe I have some personal things I gotta do. And yeah, I'm still gonna upload some videos about back testing or whatever. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and write in a comment what things should I add to my framework. What are you guys using for your frameworks? And have a good day.